For Nasser, I forgot. All right. Yep. So we have Eric Alcantara for the meeting today. We're basically this meeting is about first off, how did you get to Hall of Fame? And obviously talking about our journey because obviously the annual convention is coming up next week, and a lot of people don't really know what goes behind our secret sauce. So Eric, first off, I want you to introduce yourself, tell people who you are. Obviously, people know you from the numbers, but tell a little about your personal, who you are, and how old you, where you've been, all that. Real quickly, summarize that.
Gotcha, Chris. My name is Erick Alcantara. I've been in the business for about like 8.5 months, 9 months now. Before this, I mean, I was like pretty much like everyone. I was working a normal job, still in high school, barely making $2,000 a month, and then fast forward 8 months later, I'm clearing over 50,000 every month for the last 4 months. And I mean, I had a rough start. Like everyone that joins this business, there's a learning curve you got to get down. And
Hmm.
obviously, the faster you get that learning curve, the faster you're gonna start earning.
Yeah, no, that's amazing, man. That's been a crazy, crazy, crazy journey. Obviously, and this just feels like just like the beginning. But what's your biggest month right now in sales? Was it 130K?
Yeah, it was last month for December. I just
133, right?
yeah.
Damn, that's amazing, man. What do you think is the like secret to the 130K? Is there any like is it hard work? Is it skill? Is it a little bit of both? I mean, what would you say like in like a short sentence, a short summary about it?
It's a little bit of everything, honestly. It's obviously how much money you invest into your business, and if you work harder than everyone else around you.
That's amazing, bro. And I would say honestly, bro, I really want to touch up on this meeting with Eric is mentality. And I remember because he was the first guy that I brought in, first ever guy I brought in. He couldn't pass his test for like three times and he passed, I think, or he passed the third try, right? Was it third try? Passed the third try. Came in the office. Literally got. I knew it was gonna be like Duke. I think he quit his job, like and what he did, he came in, got his voided check, everything, and this dude literally didn't have no laptop. He went and got a credit card and put it on a MacBook monthly plan from Apple. Now he was like ready to go. And for I think 2, 3 weeks straight, I don't think he didn't get no sale. And this dude was staying till like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., like mind you. So he's working like all the hours, putting in the numbers in his favor, but he didn't get a sale, no money, no deposits, just straight work with no reward. And I think a lot of people, I like to use you as an example a lot because a lot of people think if they're going to struggle in the beginning, they're going to never make it or anything like that. Um, what would you say for you when you started? Like, what kept you going in those 2, 3 weeks? Obviously, there's a lot of new people in here, and a lot of new people don't make their first sale in their first week, first day. Who knows? Like it's just all due to your time and when your time and your learning curve. What would you say like kept you going? Because I remember you would get frustrated really a lot in the beginning, and you just kept on trying to go, and I just had to keep telling you like, hey, bro, like shit is gonna you just gotta keep going, don't give up. What would you say for you had to come from your side?
I would just say like coming here every day, and surrounding myself with like-minded individuals that made me realize that like really no one around me was like any smarter than me, or like any better than me in any type of way. So like if they could be successful at this, like why couldn't I? I just had to put in 10 times the work I was putting into, because that's probably what they did at the beginning.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. And how did your mindset shift from I don't want to go backwards to kind of like to playing just to win?
It was simple, and I like my whole life I've just been competitive. So honestly, like seeing other people around me win just made me want to win harder. Like I said, no one around you is any more special than you, any more smart than you. It's just it just comes down on how bad you want it and how starving, like if you're starving or not. Because if you're starving, you're gonna work 100, 1,000 times harder than the person next to you. And if the person next to you is beating you or is working harder than you, they're the person that's gonna succeed.
No, yeah. No, exactly. That's all it is, bro. At the end of the day, you guys just have to realize the only reason he is where he's at is just because like straight work, it comes down to your lead flow investing, comes down to your work ethic, and then comes down to skill. All it takes is those three traits, you add them up together, creates money, you know? So I think a lot of people don't understand that. They think that, oh, Ammar or Eric, like I'm dialing all these hours, but I'm not like I still don't gotta say like it's not not the leads on nothing. It's you. Like okay, you're putting in the hours. Where are you going wrong now? Like you think okay, maybe it's a skill issue. Like you always gotta take a step back. And I think for you, you always like take a step back and look at it from the bigger picture. How would you say for some people like don't understand that meaning?
Like the way I like every time I manage to get myself in that mindset, I just go back and think like 8 months ago where I was literally just deadbeat broke. I had no direction in my life. I had like again $0 to my name. I couldn't even go out and eat with my friends because I felt bad asking for my mom that works 40, 60 hours a week for money so I can go out and waste my time with people that obviously, don't have the same mindset as me. So that's one thing I look back on, like now I'm able to help my mom out, like buy my sister whatever she wants, Roblox, whatever she wants. And just the accomplishments I made over the last couple months. Like I managed to hit Hall of Fame in 8 months. I was able to buy my dream car like 4 months into the business. So every time I just take a step back and look at everything that I've accomplished and what's more to be accomplished in this business. Because to be honest, Hall of Fame that's just the beginning. That should be like the standard for everyone now. Your next goal should be is like building a team and establishing that same mindset in them. Obviously, that's really what's going to take you to the top.
Yeah, no, I mean that's exactly what's gonna take the top. And what do you think like was one thing you wish you did sooner? Like obviously like we all have our we wish did the sooner, but obviously everything does happen for a reason and everything goes how it goes so we can build our business the way we need to build it. But what would you say if you were to go back and wish you did something sooner that you would kind of give the advice for someone so they can not have to go through that? What would you say?
I would say like just recruiting from day one because that's honestly been like my hardest thing to do is to recruit. I'm not much of like a social media person or anything like that. So I would say you
Hmm.
just have to get out of that comfort zone and just start posting since day one. Like if someone sees you working from day one and then you post a deposit or something, it's like more you have more credibility. They've seen you get to that point. But if you
Yeah,
don't post from day one and then like out of a sudden you post like a $2,000 deposit, it's just gonna start asking questions like, "Hey, is that legit? Like, how did you even do that?" But
yeah.
honestly, what really is gonna help you grow your business the most is posting from day one, like your struggles, your success. That's gonna open the mind for other people and make them want to join the business.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I think we both kind of like also was like on that because I remember, um, you were like you were my first guy on my team, and we didn't really have that, we didn't get that mindset. A lot of people, we just started getting that mindset because like one of my new guys today was like, you know, he's like he doesn't want to post those first sales. Like, bro, are you selfish? Because 10 day, like, come on, just post the opportunity. You gotta sell the opportunity. You don't gotta sell your like this the sales. Like, bro, just walk in, just go up to Eric, whoever's in Lexington office, bro. You got advantage of a lifetime. Like, if you really want to, you can go record and ask and tell him how much you made last month. He can show you proof to the video. You can go up to Eric and you can show, bro. What do these people like? You gotta sell the opportunity like crazy. You gotta like milk it. Like it's if you just do that, I promise you, people will feed in. When you feed out, they feed back in. Trust me. And I think a lot of people just don't understand that. And that's how you recruit a lot. That's how you build a team, and you kind of plant the seeds. But kind of go into obviously you being a top producer, which is and obviously you're like your name out there, top producer, top producer. What took you from a 30K month to what you're doing now? Is it just lead spend, or is it what was it?
I mean, like I said, it's a little bit of everything. I'd probably say I'm like one of the few people that like genuinely invest the most into my business because I like to me like money like it's just money. Like I know if I invest this much into my business, I know like I'm gonna make a return somehow. So
Hmm.
the fastest way to see like return into this business is the fastest you invest into it. Like for me, I
Yeah.
started like $4,500 in my bank account, 1,200 a week. I went broke buying leads, wasn't really working out for me, so I took whatever deposits I got in and just doubled my lead spend, and that's when I really started seeing the results. And where it comes to now, where I'm spending like $4,000 to $5,000 on leads. But obviously, you can't have all these leads if you have no work ethic. The leads aren't going to dial themselves, so you have to be sitting there
Yeah.
genuinely working, intentionally dialing for at least 6 to 8 hours a day so you can get the
Yeah.
return on your investment.
No, yeah, exactly. And I would say also producing all those numbers as well, like big numbers. I mean, what would you say like because obviously, bro, you'd be throwing out crazy premiums out there, and um you have them stuck on it and everything. How do you like what would you say you would give like an agent that's selling and they want to learn how to, ask those extra questions, and really does it come down with asking extra questions? Does it come down to kind of just digging in deep in their what they really want, like what they really need? Because a lot of people are so fixated on like just cover a 10K burial. You know what I'm saying? Like life insurance is not just coming down to burial, cremation. But kind of tying to that, I kind of just already kind of started up that for you.
Yeah, like I've been saying this, like a lot of people have been asking me recently, how do you get like the big premiums? And all it comes down to is you asking more questions and being like confident on the phone. If you tell someone that this is going to protect their mortgage for 2 years plus cover their funeral expense, and it's only going to cost $752 with your veterans discounts. If you say it with confidence, like to them, if they have the money, they're not going to think any type of way. But if you're scared on the phone to even quote them, over $300, the client's going to feel that and they're going to think, hey, there's something wrong. But as long as they're confident, you ask the right questions, like it will just come naturally. Um, and then one tip I've been like giving out to everyone that has helped me out with the large premiums is when you get to their income, because whenever you ask someone like how much do you bring in, like I bet you like most of y'all's common answer is like 1,200, 1,500, 1,800, 2,100. And most of the times that's literally just their social security because they're always going to tell you the lowest amount of money they bring in. But if you ask them like, hey Sarah, you did say you bring in 1,500, correct? Perfect. And that's your social security, correct? Okay, now, I mean, do you receive any like widow's compensations or like, for example, if it's a male or anything, it's an actual veteran, do you receive any like VA compensations or like disability ratings? Yeah, I'm 100% disabled. Now they're surprisingly bringing an extra $4,500 a month. Oh yeah, I have a work pension. Now they bring in an extra $1,600 a month. And now you have their actual income. And whenever you get to quote them the high premium, obviously they have the money, so they're not going to have an issue with it.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I think that's a lot. That's if y'all didn't take that advice or note that down, I mean, that's sauce for y'all right there. Like, because then if you just dig into their income, a lot of times they're gonna kick out income from somewhere that you didn't even know. So that's like a big thing. But kind of like now we'll tie into kind of the building side a little before we open up to any kind of questions. Um, building side, how you think like how what's your mindset on building now? Because obviously you hit Hall of Fame and everything, and what's your main goal building wise, and what's where you're trying to take it right now?
Well, obviously, like the first step I want to hit is 150K, like team production. After that, I just want to skyrocket to like 350, like 500K. And I have the guys to do it. Like, shout out to Marcus, Jesus, and all my top guys right now. It's just, the little things, getting them to invest more money into their business and, obviously showing them all the like tricks and whatnot that you could say to get to that
Yeah.
next level because they're easily like 70 to 80K a month producers by the work they put in. It's just, there's something there that as an upline I gotta fix. But yeah, that's my biggest like my biggest like motivator right now is just to build my team and get them to the next level.
That's what's up, man, and you'll get there for sure ASAP. Um, Talking about new agents and bringing on agents for building, how would you say like when a new agent comes in, what do you think the tasks they need to do? Obviously, we have our like daily tracker, timing, and all that. Like, what do you think like really a new agent when they come in the door? What say you're a new agent, you come in the office door just for everyone so they know what they need to do. You come in the door in the office. What's your mindset? What are you gonna come and do? And like, what would your day in life be as a new agent right away?
Yeah, I mean, if you're full time into this, like, there's no reason you shouldn't be at the office by 9 a.m. or like even 8:30 a.m. Get all like your background work done, and then obviously hit the phones, and just at least like 8 hours of intentionally dialing because you're gonna present to like 3 to 4 families. You're gonna close 1 to 2 families if you're actually working. And another big thing for like new agents is like take the money outside of the business. Like forget about the money because when you come into the business, there's a skill set and a learning curve you got to get down. If you're focused on the money, you're never going to see the money. But if you come in focused to genuinely get better, watch all the trainings, ask questions, Obviously, call your upline at night, go over all the objections, track your dials, and all the like basic stuff that as a new agent you should already be doing. Like you will be successful, but like the biggest thing is, and I've been doing this with my new agents, is like forgetting about the money. Because if you come in money hungry, you're not gonna make any money in this business.
Yeah, no, exactly, man. And at the end of the day, that's what I tell like a new agent. You come in here, your main goals today, you're intentionally dialing 12 hours and how much can I learn today? It's not about how much can I make today? Honestly, like when I'm, bro, as a new agent, I wish that was my mindset when I started. That was my problem, honestly. Like I was just thinking about the money so much because obviously, like when you're starting, yeah, it's hard to not think about the money. Like I promise you, it's not gonna be easy. It's like then day, like, do y'all think this is gonna be easy? Do y'all think making a lot of money is gonna be easy? Like no, if there was, there wouldn't be, the 1% millionaires and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So all it just comes down to like coming in, if y'all can always come in every day, your first 30 days, I would say at least, how much can I learn today? And if you come into that mindset, you're gonna be dialing the phones for 12 hours without thinking about anything because you're like, yo, like I just got hung up on. I want to learn. I want to learn. I want to learn. I gotta get better. I gotta do the next one better. I gotta do the next one better. So it's like, even like sometimes, like when you get to that point, even like when you're making some money and you get in that slump, you kind of you have to get to that mindset because it does when you get it's called detachment for a reason. And Eric, you can also tie into this as well, like detaching yourself from something, it like you become a magnet to it then. Because at the end of the day, you don't start thinking about it too much. You start just working on the inputs and the learning, and that stuff will 10x and come back on you. Do you agree, Eric? I
Yeah,
mean, do you want to touch on that?
yeah, I mean, it's literally exactly what Ammar said. Like me coming into the business, like I said, I was like dead broke. I had no money to my name. So like my first week, I was down on the phones. All I'm thinking about is like how much money am I gonna make? I wasn't thinking of like, yo, how do I get better? Like who do I ask this question to? Like why am I not tracking my objections? Why am I not tracking my dials? And
Yeah.
that was probably the main reason why I genuinely like didn't succeed my first couple of weeks because I was
Hmm.
just focused on the money. And after I realized that that's something I had to detach myself, which is the money side, that's the only way to be successful. So I started asking more questions. I went to Mahmood. I was like, yo, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Is it my tone? He fixed my tone in a day. Shout out to the Go for Real man. Um, I went to Akeem. He really is what reason why I have so much discipline and consistency now. Because to be fair, from the beginning, he was on my ass, like, yo, why aren't you dialing? Like, no, you can't listen to music. You haven't closed. Like, there's a little things that everyone around you can help you on, but you at the beginning you just have to detach yourself from the money because that's like I said, that's the easiest way to fill out of this business. It's just stuck on the money.
Yeah, no, man. I think that's a big thing. Like just tying back into the mindset of how much can I learn today. Um, I think that's like one of the biggest things that y'all just gotta get in your minds. I mean, it's really just it's not rocket science's business. I mean, I hate it when I bring on agents and they just want to get babysitted. They want to like at the end of the day, like when you guys come in here, you guys got a mentor. He's gonna answer all your questions. He's gonna help you out, obviously, but you can't think that oh, like someone's always gonna be there for you. Like it's like I always think of it like when you're building, and Eric and also Eric, I want you to touch on this. Like I feel like when if you guys are looking to build, if you bring on an agent and you have your hand out like this, they're always gonna think that something's like with them. You know what I'm saying? Like they think someone's gonna save them always. So it's like you gotta like sometimes take away that hand. Obviously, you're their mentor. You're gonna help them out. Everything. You're gonna answer their questions when it's when it's like at nighttime, everything like that. But you gotta take that hand away because then when they're falling, all they got is themselves. So they gotta pick themselves back up and go harder. Because imagine you're not there no more. Imagine you know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, it all comes down to you, and that's why like, if you're an agent, just understand that as a new agent, like your mentor's there to answer every question that you got at night. That's why you track your stuff. I always tell if you don't track your dials, you don't track your objections, you don't track your anything like that, you don't track your time, I'm not gonna help you. What data are you even gonna give me? Like I work with data. I don't work with what you tell me. Like I think I want you to touch on that, Eric, as well. Like people talk so much, but
Yeah,
where's the data?
yeah. I mean that like Amar said, like we can't want it more than you do. Like you have to have a why to do this, and you have to want it more than us for you. Because like I mean, if we're being honest here, like we don't like need you. Like we could just go out there and find someone to
Yeah.
replace you. And that should be your mentality. Like they're like coming into this business, even when I started producing, I was like, I mean, if I can do this, like the next person can. So I want to separate myself from that, make sure that no one can ever catch up to me. Um, so at the end of the day, is like I knew Ammar wasn't going to be there to save me or to show me what to do or to produce at a high level. I had to go out and figure it out on my own because at the end of the day, the only person that wanted it bad like more than me was myself. Nobody else is going to put this application for you to write in front of you. Like the only person that's going to go out and close that family is you. No one at the end of the day, no one's coming to save you except yourself.
Yeah, and like you have everything out there. You have all the resources. You like we like Nasser and all them like they made it too easy for you guys to even ask like questions. Like this the not tying it to like the objection and skill questions, but like I'm talking about like any other question. You got a script, you got objection scripting, you got leads that are warm, that actually want the product, and they're in-house leads from Nasser, and you got resources where how to do applications. You got a cheat sheet for underwriting. You got a height and weight chart for underwriting. You got application text code guides. I mean, this is like that's insane to me. Like there's no way you guys should have any questions about anything. Like I've talked to agencies and I've talked to recruits that came from another agency. They don't even talk to them. They don't even give them a script. They're like, "Hey, you got a license under our company. Go figure it out." Yo, I talked to an agent that didn't even have leads. They had to sell to their family to make money. So like, I just want to point that out before I open the questions because like it just genuinely like makes me mad. Like it's just like feels like we're too spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be grateful for you have. Like just take advantage of it before it's gone. So, Eric, I don't really want to end it off with that one too. Like before we open to the questions.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna say, like, I mean, the blueprint is there for you. Like, are you gonna open it and follow it, or are you just gonna leave it closed and fail?
Exactly. But yeah, well, that was just let out for y'all to see it, let y'all know like this is so simple for y'all and anyone can do it. I mean, bro, I am not that smart. I am not that smart, I promise you. I'm only 19. This guy's only 19. Me and him, we're not the smartest people in the world. Bro, we don't even go to college. So it's like this dude didn't even graduate. I don't think he even passed his business class in fucking what is it? Douglas. So it's like, guys, like,
Passed it.
I don't know. I don't know if he
You
did or
got it.
not.
You passed it.
His Jesus got an F, I think, in that class. But it's okay. He's selling 20K a week now. So,
Yeah. None of that
but
matters
anyways,
now.
I will open up to questions, everyone.
Yo,
Let us
Eric.
know. Shoot us some questions.
Yo,
Eric, where are you where would you say you're specifically asking or like digging in about the mortgage and things like that just to break them down and get those higher IPs? Where in the script are you specifying at it or attacking it?
like just pretty much off rip, bro. Like whenever I get into a call, I ask the client, like, I go throughout the normal script. Like if they tell me, like, yeah, I'm looking to leave some money behind, I just go, follow the rest of the script, get their beneficiary, looking to be buried and cremated or whatever. But obviously, I already know, like in the back of my mind, like they want to leave money for something. So whenever it comes to quoting them, I just straight up ask him. I'm like, I mean, hey, Miss Sarah, I know you mentioned to me earlier you want to, to leave some money behind. Now most families just genuinely want to leave money behind, but are you like most other families that have a mortgage, or did you do any like new repairs to your home or anything like that? Um, and then I bring it up there in the quoting, like she's probably gonna tell me like, yeah, I have a $150,000 mortgage. Okay. And I'll be like, so my main job here, Miss Sarah, is obviously to make sure that the funeral expense is covered, but also see if we're able to at least protect that mortgage for a year or a couple of years, or maybe the full thing, to make sure the family doesn't lose their home, or they have to go into any rushes or anything to sell their home to be able to afford any funeral expenses. Um, I'd say that like that's the biggest way. There's multiple different ways. Honestly, I just go off like the top of the dome. Whatever like I feel like I need to say at the time, I'll say it. Um, But the most important thing at the end of the day for you to get these high premiums is when you break down their income, because you can't go sell a policy that's 1,000 a month to a person that just told you they're bringing in $1,200 a month. It's gonna make no sense in their head, and obviously it shouldn't make any sense in your head. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of like multiple little things you can say, and then like all you guys are free to like ask me now or text me, and I'll get back to you guys.
Appreciate you, man.
Sure.
This was
I
another
got a
question.
I got a question.
Hi, bro.
What would you say is your biggest advice for a new agent coming into the business or someone that is a new agent and that's having a little bit of discouragement when it comes to just like selling, calling the leads and making the dials, but they're not getting no luck out of it?
Yeah, bro. Like honestly, the biggest thing in this business is mindset, bro. If you're gonna come in here and tell yourself every day I can't do this or these leads suck or whatever you tell yourself, that's gonna be your same outcome every single day. Like you're not gonna get nowhere. But if you come in here every day thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna help the family out, I'm gonna ask questions, I'm gonna go to like Mike Bush, ask him like, yo, how do I get past this objection? Like you will succeed. Um, and as a new agent, like I said, like your main focus should to be to get better. Like you're not gonna close anything if you're not good on the phones, if you're not asking questions, if you're not putting in the work. Like me and Ammar said earlier, you got to forget about the earning side and obviously focus on the learning side of the business first, and eventually the money will come.
Good advice. I appreciate that.
Sure.
Then, any more questions?
Everyone's dead on a Monday, man.
They don't got no questions.
Yeah, I
Eric,
got one.
I got
Yo,
a question. Eric, what helped you build up to investing in your business, those like big amounts every week and being able to like support, that much going in the weeds? Just from like when you were coming out to just getting to the point to investing that much.
um, I don't honestly, bro. It's just me taking the risk, bro. Like I've seen like other people do it around me, like I said, bro. So like, why can't you? Like other people are spending $2,000. Okay, fine. I'll spend $4,000 and I'll get, you know, 3 times their results. So it's about your mindset and like if you're willing to actually take the risk. If you believe in this business, you're gonna invest every single penny you got into it. If you don't believe in it, you're gonna just sit there and hold $10,000, $15,000 in your bank account every single month. You're never gonna make more than 10, 15K.
Far. All right,
Thank you.
I got a question for the both of you, Eric and then Ammar. What is your all's personal goals, for 2026, and then what are your team goals? Because I know both of you are building now.
Um,
You can go, Eric.
I guess I'll go first. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna try to hit Hall of Fame again this year. And honestly, it might be a pretty big goal, but I'm hoping to take my team to $1 million a year by the end of this year.
All right, my personal goal, try at least hit Hall of Fame, obviously. And then biggest goal, agency Hall of Fame for sure. And then minimum, try to hit at least 5 million a month by the end of the year, team wise. So I think it's not honestly like with what we got going on, I don't see why we can't hit it, honestly. So it's very
Let's go,
simple.
boys. I know if anyone can do it, I know Ammar and Eric can, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
So
Yeah, I have
Mon,
a
any more
question for
questions?
you, Omar.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, so when you did recruit, what content was really the best type to that you had other recruits reach out to you from?
Um, that's a hard one, low key. Had a lot. Um, I'd say low key, like the post that the best is like, bro, I was talking to someone else. I was talking to Musa about this, about social media. Like, I think a lot of y'all, I watched so much of y'all's videos. I'd say a lot, like the way you guys talk on those videos, it sounds so robotic and it sounds like it sounds like commission bread. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real. It's like the same thing I look at as a selling. Like when you talk on social media, you don't want to give off commission bread. Like I never say like, yo, like DM me or something. Like I don't like obviously yeah, you can say like something like that, but like you don't want to sound like commission bread, like saying like, hey, like bro, I come work for me, please, like come work for me. Like no, the way I post is like I show my results, I show my team's results, and I do like trendy, stupid, fun shit. Like it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I make it look fun. I make the business look amazing. I make it look like a culture. I make it look like we're like some trading team or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta it's corny to say, but you got to aura farm essentially, like on like Instagram. You got to like make videos and when you go travel and you gotta show them deposits and you gotta give them a hook. I don't think you understand with social media, guys. It's so simple. It's a very small attention span, like a very everyone has a small attention span. And I know all of y'all when y'all doom scroll, whatever you guys do, right? Like let's be honest, you guys are doing this until you like something hits you. You know what I'm saying? So like when you guys got to think of your audience. So always when I make a video, I start watching them like, yo, would I watch this if I was not me? You know what I'm saying? So like I would say my biggest advice is like when you hop on recording, you got to do something to catch them off guard. Maybe it's doing some stupid shit or something like that, or you can like have the camera like this and be like, I deposited this much, like something like that. You just like yell at the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter. And like that confidence I'm doing with y'all right now is like it comes from just posting so much. When you start posting and you're doing reps, you become raw. You become showing your personality. You show people who you are. People want to see that. I mean, you guys see like all these big social media people, like that's how they do it. They just show their personality. And obviously, bro, like I'm getting really close to trying to hit at least 1 million profile views. And when you get to that, like you become like getting a lot of recruits is DMing you, and you just start drawing them out, the strong ones and the weak ones. And it's very simple. You just have to be consistent and get ideas, and that's
All
it.
right.
Brain.
And then another question I have is, how do you know a recruit is serious from the beginning?
I just go off my recruiting process. They have to go through an intense recruiting process. Essentially, like it's like they have to do like 2 calls. They have to watch a whole video. And the calls, like I take them very strictly. Like I don't really bullshit. Like I generally like will tell a person on the phone like, hey man, like I would love to get you on here, bro. I'd love, but it's not gonna be for you. So it's like stuff like that. You have to be confident. And I always tell people when I've heard so much recruiting calls, and I struggled with this too. Like I used to be so bad at recruiting calls. If you have a manager, a mentor, please listen to his recruiting calls. Like it will help. Like it will help. That's what I did. I just listened to Nasser's or whoever my mentor, like Hakeem, all them. Like I just listened to them when they were on the phone. The biggest thing in recruiting calls that I've learned is you got to act like you're the shit, like dead ass. When you start acting like you're like him, like on the phone, like you don't like bullshit, they're gonna be like, dang, like this guy, like he's not like you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to give them too much attention on the phone. Like you give them like 15 minutes max first call for me. Second call is no more than 20 minutes depending on how good their questions are. And obviously that means they have to watch the full video and text me a specific phrase that I put in the video. So stuff like that, little stuff like that, does cut out all the dead people like that you don't need in your business. But yeah, you just have to act like you don't need no one. It's like on the phone, like nobody's gonna want to buy the product off you. Like, hey, like please, I need you to get this policy off me. It's so simple. You guys have to look at selling and recruiting the same thing. It's 2 parts of the business.
That's straight sauce.
All right. Any more questions?
Let's fucking go, baby.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Boom.
Hey,
All right.
Eric, I got a question.
Let's go, Eric, on Hall of Fame. Let's get it.
Go, Eric. Congrats.
Eric.
Let's go.
Go,
Hey, someone
Eric.
got a
Let's
question?
go, Eric.
Someone's got a question. Relax.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame Club.
Yo, Eric.
Sir.
You-
Sir.
What's good, bro? Yo, you're a monster. Thanks for the call, man. So my question for you, I'm pretty new still. I'm getting a lot of early either hang up so the call just kind of ends because they have coverage already. Oh, I got that covered. All right, how are you getting around that? And when you find out they actually do have coverage, how are you spending that coverage so the amount that they thought was enough for their family, they're like, oh shit, this isn't enough.
Yeah, so like if someone tells me like I already have coverage in place, I'm like, perfect. That actually makes my job a whole lot easier here. Did you get that through like the VA or like a private sector? Private sector, perfect. And already, and how much are you currently covered for? And then essentially I just get how much they're covered for. And if I can save them money, like I'll save them money. But if I can't, then obviously it's where I start spending their coverage. Like, yeah, you did mention to me that you had $15,000 in coverage. Now, are you looking to be buried or just cremated? Buried, perfect. Now, I mean, are you aware that burial loans nowadays already go for $15,000 to $20,000? Oh no, I didn't know that, or whatever. Like, yeah, like it's gonna be whatever they tell you. And then I usually hit him with, yeah, because you probably got that, a while back when the funeral expenses were 15, $10,000 to $15,000. But from what it looks like here within the state system over the last couple of years, they're actually going up in price. So now, like I said, they're going for 15 to even like $25,000. So, you were like most families just wanting to make sure that, you had a little more coverage in place just effective for that inflation in the future. And obviously you are able to cover all the funeral expenses, correct? Or if they like hit me with, oh, I have enough in the savings, like, perfect, sir. Already. Now you were just looking to protect that mortgage, or essentially just leave a little extra money behind, correct? And then with that question, I open up like more questions. Like he doesn't have a mortgage, like perfect, sir. You did just put a new roof on your home recently, like most families, correct? Yeah, I did that. Okay, and then I'm assuming you probably had to take out like a loan for that as well. Yeah, I had to take out like a $12,000 loan. Oh, okay, yeah, that like most families, yeah. Now you were just looking to make sure that if God forbid anything happened to you today, that wouldn't fall a burden on your loved ones, correct? Perfect. And then obviously now you can sell them coverage for like something that they actually need, like a new roof or just factor in inflation for the future.
That's awesome. I like that angle.
I
Thanks.
hope that answered your question. I mean, I can go a little more in depth if you want. If you actually want me to like spend their coverage, like whenever it comes to spending coverage, like I said, you just want to like spend it on like their funeral expense first, because that's essentially what they got it for first. But like if they have any other debts or anything like that, like let's say they have a $5,000 credit card debt, like yeah, so you have $15,000, but 5,000 that's going to go towards your credit card debt. Now you only have 10,000 to cover your funeral expense. And like I just said, Noah, now they're going for $15,000 to $20,000. So you're just looking for at least another $5,000 to $10,000 to take care of the rest, correct? Just more questions, simple questions.
That's money. Thanks, Eric.
Gotcha, bro.
Sure. Spend the coverage.
We got one more for you, player.
Oh,
Go ahead, brother.
Mr. E Money.
How's it
Now,
going?
when you're going through the packages, bronze, silver, and gold, are you just doing everything word for word?
Depending on what it's for. Like if it's to cover their funeral expense or like a year or two of their mortgage, I'd be like, so the bronze option here, this is going to take care of your full funeral expense and also is going to help cover the mortgage for the next 6 to 8 months. But again, that won't cover the full year. So, the family's still going to have some time regardless to figure out what to do with the home. And obviously for like the silver option, I'll just go into like what it's going to cover a year, 2 years. The gold option is going to cover, 3 to 4 years, or however much it's actually going to cover. If it's going to cover the full thing, half of it, however old they are and how much coverage you're actually getting it is based on what I say.
Bet it up.
Sure.
all right, is there anything else? Let's go, everyone. You guys some straight sauce of recruiting and selling. But appreciate everyone hopping on here. Let's make it a great week. Hope you guys have a safe night.
Good afternoon, then. Hour.
Frank.
E Money.
Hey, Frank, go to bed, man. Bye-bye.
Hey, man.
Yo, appreciate you, Eric.
Go.
Have a good day.
And Ammar, man, y'all killed it.
Why are you not in Lex?
Biggest. Hey, we'll be there soon, man. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Catch you tomorrow morning, man.
Let's get it.
Let's fucking go.